Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. When you plan on staying in power for a long time, and you are in power, and but you want to make sure you are solidifying your position, what do you do? Well, one of the main things you do, you make sure that the military is on your side. You have to have, I think, three, three areas, four, four areas, if I remember correctly, on a political in a country in order to be a dictator. You have to have the military, the guys with the guns, which is the same if you want to put the intelligence community. So you have to have, let's say, CIA, FBI. Then you have to have the military. Then you have to have the mass media, and then you have to have the businesses. That's it. These are the four. If you have the four in your hand, the population is completely fucked up. So I think if you look at Zelensky, he's got the intelligence community, the security services, the National Guard, the you can say, well, the National Guard is not. Well, the National Guard is going to go to the military. But it's almost complete. I'm going to go to the military last. So he's got the intelligence community, which is the military intelligence, Budanov, and not only. I got the SBU or whatever it's called, SBU, SCU. I think SBU is Russians. Oh no, it's Ukrainians. So he's got the intelligence. The mass media, he already know, how do you call it, centralize all the mass media through the control of the government. The political system, he's got it because they're not going to dare, because he's got the intelligence community and he's going to arrest whomever collaborates with Russia. And then the last one is what? The political, plus I would say the economic, because he's got the money. He's got the influx of money, and he's got the businesses. And again, businesses don't have enough guns to compete with the fourth one, which is the military. Now he's working on the military. With Zaluzny being removed, he removes the entire, he shakes up the whole military leadership. So he puts his loyals in charge, and everybody is fucked. So this guy is fucked. Everybody, he's getting ready for a long haul. And I don't think he's getting ready just for the Russians. I think he might be getting ready for his masters. Because, just give you an example of a movie, because I'm pretty sure people are familiar with movies more than with books or real life examples, and it resonates. Do you remember that the movie Scarface? Remember? Okay, Scarface. How did Tony Montana, the thug from Cuba, how did he got killed? He challenged in the end the guys stronger than him. How? So here, remember, he was a little low petty criminal, right? Let's say in Cuba, he came, he started his little business, and then he climbed until he forgot who he was, and he challenged first his boss. Remember, killed him over there, and then at the table being injured. But the other guy tried to. So it was a settling the scores. He got on top, and then he tried to fuck, what's his name? Sosa, and Sosa fucked him up. So he got to that point right now. Zelensky is getting everything ready for destroying Sosa. Sosa right now is Al Capone, United States of America. So we'll see how that's going to translate. Is no more Russia. Is his own criminal organization that he forms. He wants to be himself. He said, hey, why not we rule this? Why do we have to listen to the Americans? How about we rule it? Yeah, man. That's exactly what happened. You'll see. Now, let me show you a few articles where this little piece of shit is solidifying his grip on the Ukrainian nation, like they did in Soviet Union. They were riding high then, remember? That's why they like Russia so much, because they were fucked by the Russians eventually, and Putin got rid of them, and they just scattered all over, not all over actually, 3 locations. Remember the 3 locations? Okay, one is London, the primary sponsor. Second one usually is Israel, and the third one is the United States of America. So they scrambled, and now they want Russia, Soviet Union, Russia back. Well, they got Ukraine. They're working on Russia hard, because Ukraine compared with Russia, 40 million people, which right now are like 19 with their resources. You can compare that with Russia, including nuclear weapons. So it's the fight of the same guys, right, with Russia. I had something in my hair. I read a comment. He got it. Good job. Thank you. Bloomberg. Zelensky replaces more generals as military shakeup expands. Now, if this would happen in Russia, do you think would be Putin replaces more generals as military shakeup expands? Oh, or would be exactly what I told you. Putin fires his generals in an attempt to get a stronger grip on his military so he can rule as the dictator that he is. I think that's more accurate. And what's this little baboon here? What are you doing here? Jesus Christ, man. My British friends, with people like this, or whatever. So again, Ukrainian because he's Ukrainian as I am Zimbabwean. Zelensky announced a new batch of top commanders, widening the military overhaul started last week in a bid to revive momentum in a war soon to enter its third year. As I said many times before, this is it's going to be either or. Either the Americans and everybody else support the Ukrainians, which is these guys are going to have a second wind, which I think that's what's going to happen, or they're going to drop them like a hot potato, and Ukraine in 2 weeks will discuss with Putin against all their, you can't do this, you can't do that. They will discuss with Putin a negotiation, we'll have a negotiation. But hey, we'll see. I think the first option is about 90% happening. The Americans, the guys who are behind all this garbage here, pushed by the guys, they will, I mean, they started this one as Zelensky's, how should I put it, fellow Paparipa Kaparapa, Havana Gila, which is Victoria Nuland, how she said in one meeting, in a virtual meeting, she said, well, guys, we're not going to do, America is not going to do this a second time. We can't fool the baboons a second time on this one. And I think the Ukrainians said, sorry, that's wrong. You did so many times already. Remember Yugoslavia? Baboons were fooled. Remember Iraq again. Remember Afghanistan again. Remember Libya again. Remember Syria again. Remember Ukraine. So 6 times. So I think the Americans are pretty tolerant. They're very flexible right here. You can't be flexible over there sometimes, my friend, when you deal with your families, when you deal with your values, your country, your community. No, tolerance is unacceptable. Now, this is the first article. Let's go to the next one. Zelensky appoints new military leadership. Why? I told you why, and that's what's going to happen. It's going to be to make sure that he solidifies his position. President Zelensky has issued decrees appointing new heads of joint forces and air assault forces. So he's got everything. He's got the ground, he's got the air, he's got the intelligence, military the intelligence, the Weasel Budanov. He's got everything. He's got the security forces, he got the intelligence, he's got the National Guard, he's got every freaking position. You might say, well, it's normal. Under these circumstances, that's how I read it. You can read it however you want, but I read it this way, and we'll see at the end who is right. Correct? Correct. Freedom of speech, very good. Dialogue, debates, and analysis. So again, he says as head of ground forces. So he's got the air assault forces. He also appointed Alexander Pavlyuk as head of ground forces in replace of Syrskyi, who was now commander-in-chief. In addition to appointing Pavlyuk as the new head of the ground forces, the president removed Serhiy Nayev, and I'm going to show you what he did to Nayev, from the position of commander of the joint forces. So he's got the guy in the commander of the joint forces removed, then he's got the guy with the air assault forces, and then he's got the ground forces, and he's got the head, the guy with the commander-in-chief, Zaluzny. So he's got everything now. Every fucking thing. And right here, Zelensky also appointed the new commander of the Ukrainian air assault forces, Maxim Mirhorodsky. Are you Pole? Are you Pole? Was removed from the position, which was given to the Ihor Skibyuk. Yeah, that sounds Ukrainian. So this is it. And here you have background. Zelensky was destroyed with the orders from outside. Zelensky destroys Zaluzny right here, appoints Syrskyi. Then he's got this guy, Major General Anatoly Barhivlyepap Okay, appointed that guy. Cabinet of Ministers, got this one right here, First Deputy Minister of Defense. He's got Syrskyi right here, and he got all these beautiful people. And now let me show you something else. beautiful title. Zelensky announces more changes to military leadership. Now, these are the loyalists, right there. Ukrainians with the Ukrainian, right there. 5-2, they are 5-3. And this you're 5-2 as well. Anyway, doesn't matter, but they are military, that's fine. So these are the guys, my friends. Oh my God, don't they all have round faces? Wow, look at that. They all have round faces. Maybe this one a little bit, but this is Umerov. I mean, this is a Tatar. This is a Tatar. This is a Ukrainian, and everybody else is Ukrainian, right? Yes, you did it. Good job. Congratulations. So these are the new guys, all right? These are the new millionaires, I would say. And let's go to the next article. Ukrainska Pravda. Recently dismissed Joint Forces commander says he found out about his dismissal from news headlines. What is this? And this is the guy Nayev or whatever his name. Nayev right here. Not I'm defending him, but don't you think that in a real society, normal society, functioning society, your boss comes and tells you don't hear about it from the newspaper? What is this? This is thuggish. Remember, they are in charge. All right? So he found out that he was dismissed from the newspaper. I mean, what is this? I know what it is, a baboon country. Baboon. Well, Zelensky in charge with his buddies, what do you expect? The same happened with Soviet Union, baboon country, or banana republic, however you want to call it. Yeah, so he's going for the long haul, Zelensky, for his own long haul. But remember, all those guys behind him, they all have pistols. So one of them needs to be paid a little bit more than Zelensky pays them with our money, and Zelensky is going to be sent to see Moses. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.